Hi, Klaus here, e-commerce business coach. In this video, I want to talk about SMS text message marketing for e-commerce. Now, SMS text messaging stands for short messaging service. Everyone knows that. In e-commerce, can be used as a strategy that allows businesses to send messages to customers via text. So not a real new technology, been around for ages. Sort of people forget that this is actually a very good way to connect to people. SMS differs from email in the case that the messages are very short, a limit of 160 characters, or you have to split it into more SMS messages, and they immediately are delivered. So huge advantage on that side compared to email. Now, the good thing is that the average person checks their phone approximately 47 times a day, and they will open text messages within 15 minutes of receiving it. So that's completely different what you experience with emails, where the opening rate is much lower, and people try to just ignore them because there's so much spam going on. Matter of fact is 90% of SMS are actually read within 3 minutes. So this is a very direct way to communicate with your prospects or customers. As said, 98% of text messages are opened very quickly and read, and it takes normally 90 seconds for someone to respond to a text on average. Pretty much the fastest way to communicate with the customer. So as I already said, 98% opening rate. If you're looking at emails, you might see a good opening rate that is between 20 and 30%. If you have a customer order confirmation email, that might see 50 to 60%, but your average marketing email usually would not have more than 20-25% if it's a good subject line and the segmentation was good, that you're basically mailing the right customer at the right time. The click-through rates, if you include a call to action into a SMS, can be 35% and higher. So that's much higher than what you see, for instance, in email marketing. And you have an average response rate, as said, of 45%, which is also much higher than email marketing. SMS text marketing has the highest return on investment of all marketing channels. You can expect at least a 25x. More likely, you have a return of investment or ad spend of more than 2,000%. So what you see below is an example from my own store. And you can see I spent $214 on SMS text marketing, and I made a total revenue from these campaigns of $11,700 with 152. So that gave me a return on investment of 5,300%, which is not bad. So SMS marketing is great for three main things. Obviously, you want to increase your brand awareness and bring yourself back in front of the customer. You want to boost the engagement with the customer. And finally, and probably the most important point, you want to generate more sales. Now, here are a couple of examples where you can use SMS marketing for. First of all, you can use it in addition to your email cart abandonment. So basically, you would create a sequence of cart abandonment SMS text messages and email messages. You should stagger them, means you should not send them out in the same moment. So basically, you say, okay, you send out the email cart abandonment notification 5 minutes for the first time after people have abandoned their cart, and then maybe half an hour later you send an SMS, an hour later you send an email, and maybe 3 hours later you send another SMS. So just stagger it, that people get at different times different messages or messages through different channels from you. You can obviously use it as the for your order confirmation in your store and for shipping updates in your store. Which can be completely automated with the different systems on the market. So you don't need to do anything manual there. You can use it for post-purchase upsells or cross-sells, which very few people do. So something you should consider to try out. You can use it for your welcome offers or welcome sequences. If you have lapsed customers who haven't, for instance, opened an email for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you can try to reactivate them with a win-back campaign via SMS. Obviously, you can use SMS for special time-sensitive offers that you say special for our SMS subscriber exclusively and only valid for 24 hours. You can use it for new product launches or early access to products, which works quite well. Obviously, you use it for holiday and seasonal offers like Christmas, Easter, and any other kind of holiday. You can create a member or VIP level. So basically, you're sending out special offers to your SMS subscriber list. For instance, if somebody has reached, I don't know, a purchase of $200 or $500 on your store, or has bought more than 3 times, you just move them up to a VIP level and offer them special offers through SMS. Obviously, you can use it for a birthday campaign when you know the birthday of your customer. And one thing that works quite well is for educational campaigns. So you basically give them little bits and pieces to educational content on your site. All of that, obviously used in combination, will increase the communication and the trust building with your customer. Now here are some examples of flows or automations that you will find in SMS Bump. That's the app that I use in my store. And there is a lot of flows already in a library, so you don't have to create them from scratch. You can just use the ones that are in there. There's many more than in there than you see here, but it just gives you an idea of what is possible. Now, if you're familiar with a visual editor, like you have it in Klaviyo and other systems to build flows, you can do that in SMS Bump and other SMS marketing tools also by now. And you can see that it's basically drag and drop where you build your flow, your automation. And you can basically take what you have in your, for instance, Klaviyo account and then just replicate that in your SMS with a different delay, and then you're good to go. So how do you grow your list best? You can use obviously a subscription form on your store, on your site. That can be either a pop-up, a floating widget, which I use. We see that on the right side, or it can be an embedded form. So you just ask people to sign up for your SMS list. One thing, you need to build a SMS list from scratch. You cannot just take the phone numbers that you have from your existing clients, but for legal matters, because they need to agree to that. I will come to that in a minute. But all of these tools, pop-ups, floating widgets, embedded forms, you can use to collect their phone number. Then you can use keywords. That would be SMS keywords. So people basically send a keyword to a specific number to subscribe. So you would give out in your marketing material the keyword that they have to subscribe to your number, and then they will be signed up on your list. Then you can try to convert your email subscribers into SMS subscribers. So send them an email campaign and say if they want to join your VIP SMS club and get special offers, then they should either send a keyword to a number or go to your site and sign up through the form. So you basically would use your existing customers and then just try to get them on the other list. Then you can use shareable subscribe links. So that would be basically a link that goes to a subscription page where people can sign up immediately. And then you have integrations. A lot of Shopify apps have SMS sign up features already. For instance, for an exit pop-up like Wheelio, there you can choose if you want to collect the email or the phone number. A review app like Yotpo, you can do this. Obviously, email marketing automation with Klaviyo, you can do this, while Klaviyo has by now its own SMS feature in there. Still, if you're on another one, or you prefer another SMS app over the one that Klaviyo has integrated, then you can still connect to Klaviyo. If you have a different checkout, like one-click upsell on your Shopify store, then you can use that there as well. For pop-up generation, Privy or Optimonk are examples where you not only can collect the email on your pop-up, but also SMS or telephone numbers. Now, best practices. If you're sending out your campaigns, so these are manual campaigns, they are different to the automatic flow that basically get triggered by certain tasks or certain actions on your site, like an abandoned cart. So if you're going into a campaign, then make sure you segment your audiences as you used to do that in your email marketing automation. Works pretty much the same. Try A/B testing. If you have campaigns that you're repeating from time to time, see what kind of text works best and gives you the best results. Then schedule campaigns, and that goes hand in hand with use the quiet hours. So if you schedule campaigns, obviously you don't want to send out or have the system sending out emails at 4 o'clock in the morning that wakes up people. That will just generate a lot of very grumpy comments on your website and emails going to your support. So most of the systems have a setting that says quiet hours, so that basically, even if they're sent out automatically, for instance, you can set it there will be no SMS sent out between 8 o'clock in the morning and like 7 o'clock in the evening or something like that. So try to make sure that SMS messages only arrive at the phone when it is most convenient and not in the middle of the night. Avoid MMS messages. So MMS messages have multimedia in there. You can have animated GIFs or photos or whatsoever sent with your SMS message, but that will make your marketing quite expensive because MMSs are much more expensive than just sending out a simple text message. You should use dynamic discount codes. The systems generate that with a link in Shopify, so that everyone who receives the discount code from you with SMS will have their own discount code. That prevents that people are starting and discount codes with each other or also sharing discount codes on the internet. If people answer to your SMS campaign, then obviously then you have to reply to it. So just don't ignore it. People will come back. You will see automatic answers coming in, but just keep an eye on whatever comes back on your campaign. And then, as a marketing, always use a content calendar and make sure that you know what you want to send out when, and then you can schedule the campaigns in advance. SMS marketing mistakes to avoid. First of all, get permission. That's quite important. So make sure that your contacts have opted into your SMS list. Don't import external phone numbers or exports from your Klaviyo or MailChimp or whatever you use just into the SMS list and fire them up. You are basically not acting legally. You have to make sure to follow the law. There is, depending on the country, on different privacy acts, and in Europe, the GDPR compliance. So you have to follow that. The app providers will help you with setting it up in the right way on your store. But you need to make really sure that you follow the guidelines. You don't want to get a letter from a lawyer and closing your store down or whatever might happen. Secondly, don't send too many SMS messages. SMS is a very intruding and private channel to get people to. So I would suggest that you do not send more than one message a week or every 2 weeks, something like that. You don't want to overload them, and you don't want to have too many people unsubscribing from your SMS. Just keep in mind that your return on investment will be very high if it is done the right way. Don't just bombard them with sales messages. Try to provide content and some kind of value-added benefit to them. And then you will see sales coming in from SMS. I already spoke about the timing, so be mindful when you're sending them out, time-wise, during the day, during the night. Introduce yourself that people will know where that's coming from. So mention your store name, that they know what that message is coming from. Don't use text slang, so don't use abbreviations or any kind of strange emoticons. Stay within your customer lingo. And then obviously don't forget to add a call to action to your SMS. Now, there's different SMS apps out there, actually quite a lot. The one that I'm using is SMS Bump. I have used CardsGuru, which is also good in the past. And in that category falls also PostScript.io and CardLoop.io. There is many more out there. You find a list on this link that I have there at Avanda.io. They have listed, I don't know, maybe 20 or more. And just have a look and take the one that you feel works best for you. Now, coming to the end, there are 4 ways I can help you to grow your e-commerce business. First of all, watch my free video training videos. My training videos give you free tips, insight, and strategies on how to optimize and grow your e-commerce business fast. So don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel. Secondly, join the Facebook group Strategy Implementation Grows and connect with other e-commerce business owners who are scaling too. It's our new Facebook community where smart e-commerce business owners learn how to get sales, revenue, and profit. And I'm there to answer your questions as well. I will leave the link in the comments or down the video, and then just go up and sign up for our Facebook group. You might want to join my implementation program and be a case study. I'm putting together right now a new case study group, and if you would like to work with me on your e-commerce growth plans, just send me a message with the words case study, and I will get you all the details and we take it from there. And finally, if you want to work with me and my team privately, I would like to invite you to send me a message and with the word private, and then tell me a little bit about yourself and what you would like to work on together. And again, I will get you all the details. My email address is hello@klauslauter.com. I hope you found the video helpful. If yes, then obviously like it, and see you in the next video. Bye.